for the championship match, Hall of Fame championship. $54,000 at stake. And this man bowled 2 games on TV last year, both of them 253. That's what he averaged last year, and he is a determined, tough guy.
$82,000 up for grabs. 28 to the runner-up, and as both said, 54 to the winner. Learn Jr. 30. Ray Edwards 28.
And the man with as good a strike ball as anybody on the tour holds the PBA record of 32 strike, 300, 300, 258 in the championship match.
All right, we're all even. You know, with figure skating following us on Wide World, 2 days ago was the 25th anniversary of Peggy Fleming winning her Olympic gold medal in Grenoble, France, which Dick Button and I covered. And tonight her husband, Dr. Greg Jenkins, has a skating party in San Francisco for Peggy. Wish we could go, but we have a Salute of Champions dinner here.
Salute of Champions in St. Louis, the 4th annual. Have some great honorees there tonight, as you see a great strike bowler up here in the championship match, Ray Edwards. How disappointing. That ball just cut right through the center of the pins. When he won at El Paso, Texas, he shot a 216 game, and here's what happened in that game there. He had the same thing, a solid 9. The ball hits the 1, 3, should hit the 5 and deflect into the 9. He has too much power and leaves the 9.
That salute to Champions dinner tonight. Helen Duvall, WIBC Hall of Famer, is one of the honorees. Frank Modica, President and CEO of Showboat Lanes, and Steve Bornstein, President and CEO of ESPN, are the honorees. And there are past honorees here like Dick Weber and Dennis Swanson, President of ABC Sports.
The style of Bob Warren. Look at how he rolls that ball in his wrist. Look at him more than any of the players in the championship round. Now look at this position here. His head straight forward, this straight forward, everything going straight forward, and just snaps that wrist. Look at that hand action. Straight up underneath the ball. He started with 2 in a row.
Lot of action. Lots of action. Running them out here, Bob Learn Jr. of Erie, Pennsylvania, where we televise the Flagship City Open.
Flagship City Open 3 weeks down the line on the PBA Tour. Man with a similar style to our tournament leader, Bob Learn. Cupped wrist, powerful strike ball.
42 games and then determining the final 4. And here you have the final 1-2 in the standings, going for that one game. 54 to the winner, 28 for second, and the winner to meet Ron Williams, our King of the Hill. Lots of spirit here in this title game. The National Bowling Hall of Fame, right here in downtown St. Louis, has a display to illustrate the evolution of pin setting equipment. Tour veteran Jimmy Keith dropped by the National Bowling Hall of Fame yesterday.
I wasn't
honorees is Helen Duvall of Berkeley, California, being honored for her lifetime of achievement and commitment to the sport of bowling. Congratulations to Helen. Tournament leader, 3 in a row.
The scoring system of bowling a little bit unfair and is showing up in this match. Bob Learn has 3 strikes and he's going to have a spare, and he'll have a 9-pin lead, where Ray Edwards has 3 strikes and a spare, and he's trailing by 9.
Now we go to John Mazza.
Thanks, Chris. Ronnie, when you bowled, you look confused. Your speed control is a little soft. What are you going to do to bowl a good game and to win King and Hill to advance?
Well, I went downstairs and got a Scotch-Brite pad and scuffed up my bowling ball a little bit and working on my speed over here on the practice pair, and hopefully I can win the King of the Hill this afternoon.
Okay, he's going to amp it up and he's going to get it going, folks.
And back to striking ways, our tournament leader, Bob Learn Jr.
Here's the man coming up here in the 5th frame that should be leading this match. He's trailing by 9. He had solid strike, solid 9, and 2 more solid strikes. However, had the misfortune of that solid tap. But he can make up for it and take the lead, 5th frame. Pin goes to the sideboard, flips back across the lane, doesn't take out the 10. Ray Edwards switches to a different ball for spares. Something that'll slide across the lane, give him a little more control.
Okay, still a close match, only 10 pins. Tomorrow at 1 Eastern, 3 Pacific, we'll wrap up our coverage of the World Alpine Skiing Championships with the men's slalom and the women's downhill, live at 1:30 Eastern, 10:30 Pacific. It's a Pizza Hut college basketball doubleheader as well. In Game 1, North Carolina meets Georgia Tech, or DePaul takes on Memphis State. Then, in Game 2, Louisville faces UNLV, plus other regional games. Ray Edwards moving from 10th position to 2nd in this National Bowling Hall of Fame championship last night by winning all 8 matches. Has come on here and now is in the final against Bob Learn. Bob Learn Jr. bypassed the first month and a half of this year's tour for a few reasons.
I enjoy spending a lot of time home with my family, and Peoria and this week were real big weeks, and I just thought it'd be a good time to come out. Next week I'm going to be in Cleveland. We'll be close to home, back again, and I can see my kids again.
There's Stacy. Trying to add to his 20-pin lead as a result of his double in 5 and 6 now. Oh, that single pin always looks so large. And it can be missed, can it?
Well, he's got 9 inches to convert it. There's plenty of room, and he got a great break when the head pin rolled around and knocked out the 5.
You explain that noise of the bowling ball when we come back?
You bet, partner.
Okay. We'll return after this. What a gentleman from the world of bowling for many years, a man that came up with the idea of Salute to Champions Dinner. Jim Bennett, retiring as Senior Vice President of Brunswick Corporation. Gentleman with a capital G.
Ray Edwards trails by 19. Strike up, 7th frame.
Now, about the noise of the bowling ball, I don't want to let our viewers hanging out there.
When Bob Learn shot the 2-pin in the 7th frame, he throws what I call a kill shot. He breaks his wrist backwards, actually like a backup ball, and the ball rolls over the thumb and finger holes. That was the rumbling you saw. Now, this man uses a little different technique. He uses a hard ball and lets it slide across.
Okay.
Both of them are good ways, Chris. I still prefer what Bob Learn is doing. Use the same ball, the danger of dropping it, as we saw our King of the Hill champion, who will be up in the next match, do in the first match, drop a ball, is always there. Right now, as we come down to gut time, the last 3 frames, 20-pin difference. Bob Learn, who is not used to losing. Ray Edwards, who has all sorts of potential. 1 title in his pocket.